I know that I have said this before, but this is hands down the most difficult preseason we've had. We were 10 days from our first competitive game. We had only made 3 out of, I would argue, 10 signings that we actually needed to have a squad. We were struggling. You'll see what business we've done. I'm over my wage budget now. That has just become impossible not to go over. And I'm still in talks to bring in 2 more players. And a lot of other things happen. We'll get to it in a minute. This Average Gamer, my name is Tonkin. Welcome back to the Journeyman. Where to begin? Let me do it pre-season chronologically. So the first thing that happened was that Tom Woodward signed a new deal. He's just coming back to full fitness. We signed a contract extension that is now in place until 2032. He's now on $6,000 a week. He's there. That's fine. The second thing that happened in this window, I got offered the job interview, didn't apply for it, but I got offered a job interview for Metz, the French side. We didn't get the job. That was fine. We continued on with pre-season as per normal. Charleroi came in for us. They offered us an interview. We didn't apply for it. They're a Belgium side. We didn't get the job. We continued on. Alanyaspor came in for us. Offered us an interview which I didn't apply for. And I rejected it. I had no interest in going to Alanyaspor. It did not look a good move. Then the first signing of the window came in, and his name is Connor Christie. We got him on a free, and he is 17 years old. It says winger there. We're playing him as a striker. He's training as a striker. He's arguably not our top striker, but I think he's the one we are going to play as that main man. I think I've offered him. No, he's a squad player. That's fine. But we brought him in as a free from Manchester City, but he has made 1 career appearance for them. 2 appearances, actually. Sorry, 3 sub-appearances, 1 sub-appearance from the league, 1 on Europe. But he was the first signing through the door for us. The next signing we got was another freebie. His name is Juan Hernandez, 22-year-old left winger who can also play up top as a false 9. But we signed him in a free as well. He came through Barcelona's youth academy. He's on a few years deal. He actually has made appearances for both Barcelona's first team and their B team. So, he did have, I guess, a bit of potential. He's a League One player, could be a Championship level player, but he's came in. I'm pretty sure I've offered him regular football. I have, so he'll probably be our first choice left winger for the season. He is right footed, the exact same as Woodward in that regard, so we're looking for him to cut inside onto his foot. We then spent the first bit of money in the window, and it was for this man here. His name is Lamine Kamara. He is 25 years old, and we signed him for £250,000 from Stoke. 5'8" box-to-box midfielder, but realistically can do any role we will possibly require from him. But we're going to start him off as a box-to-box midfielder. He will be partnering Lewis Robinson in the middle of the park. We needed Championship level players. He's one. Robinson's one. We're very, very, very happy with that. We then got to the point where we were 10 days from our first competitive game, and that was all the signings we'd made. We didn't feel our goalkeeper was strong enough. We didn't have a second or a first choice right back. We only had a backup. We didn't have a backup left back. We didn't have a number 10 that we could replace James with. We had no one for the right wing that wasn't Connor Christie. Everything started to panic. But we did get a new player, and his name is Nathan Ferguson. He came in from Crystal Palace, I think, or was it Peterborough? We signed him on a free. He was out of contract. He was at Peterborough last season, where he'd played a lot in League One. He is an inverted wing back, a full back, sorry, but he is very good. Championship level player. He comes in. We've got Ryan Andrews out to cover from last season, and I think for a couple of years he will be a perfectly fine right back for us. moving forward. The next big bit of news was Wayne Payne. We got him to sign a contract extension until 2023 with a big wage increase, but he is now on almost £8,000 a week. He is our first choice left back, and that is not changing. I'm happy with him. We view him as a championship level player, so we're all good there. The next thing that happened was Hugh Mayo came in on loan because I started panicking and we needed a second choice DM. Yeah, he's a shadow striker, which we don't realistically want to be using, but it's probably the best what we can hope for. He could maybe get away actually playing as a playmaker. I didn't even think of that. I just looked at his stats. He's on loan from Celtic. We're paying £850 a week of his contract, and he pretty much is just second choice for whenever James isn't available. After him, we spent some more money. We brought in Patrick Jones for £475,000 and we signed him from Huddersfield. Inside forward, we tried getting Verkutteren back on loan. Liverpool have no interest in it, so let's watch him in a different environment. I get it, but he would have been perfect for us this year. We don't have him, so he's coming in as our first choice right winger. Scott can fill in there. Christie can play there. We are trying to bring in somebody else on loan. He's just one of the guys who we're still talking to. But yeah, he's come in for that amount of money. I, personally, the manager, signed a 2-year extension on my deal with a hefty wage rise. I'm now up to £4,800 a week. And we have signed a 2-year deal, a 2-year extension, that will take us up to 2032. But after me, it was a lone man. And it was this man here, George Truffus. He is a wingback or a fullback for us. Says League One level. I think he'll actually be pretty decent for us. Very pacey, what I like. And he will be the second choice for Wayne Payne this season. We're paying £2,500 a week of his wages. But then the big signing came in literally today. The day of the game, we managed to get him signed, and he's going straight in. And it is Kasper, and I'm assuming Bishad. So we're going for Kasper Bishad. He's a 26-year-old goalkeeper. He's not a sweeper keeper, which, sucks a little bit, but he just looks a very good goalkeeper, especially, I'd argue, compared to what we've got. He is a championship level goalkeeper. If we compare him to our second choice, Will Mannion. Will Mannion's apparently a better shot stopper. That is terrifying. Let's not look at that ever again. But he's who's come in. We spent £875,000 on him from KGHM Zaglaby. And that is all of the business we have managed to get done here for pre-season. The first 2 games that we'll be looking at today is our opener at home against Birmingham, and then our first game in the Carabao Cup against Gateshead. Game we should be winning. Birmingham game, no idea actually, to be honest. One thing I haven't checked since we've actually made some form of signings is the season preview. When we'd only made 3 signings, I looked at the season preview, and we were expected to be relegated. Has that changed? Oh my God, we're expected to finish bottom of the league. Wow. That's terrifying. Yep, the board want me to avoid relegation, so that is everything we're going for. So let's see how we can do with that. This is today's team. It's not our strongest team by any stretch of imagination. For example, Woodward, we can't even put on the bench. We could, but he's not really fit. Nyland's on the bench. Again, he's just back from injury. James is out injured, so we've not got him playing. We don't have a playmaker in the side when we're trying to control possession. That worries me slightly. But we'll see how we get on today against Birmingham. If things start going south and it's clear we're struggling, I have no qualms about trying to find another job and leaving before we get sacked. But before we do that, we need to see what's actually happening in that regard. There's no point worrying about it yet. It's the first game of the season. It's our first competitive game of the season, and it's the first chance for me, because I don't play the friendlies, the assistant manager does that, for me to actually get these guys on the park and I can see what they can do. If you're wondering, how did I know about that goalkeeper? I didn't. My new director of football did, because that was another issue. Half my staff retired over the window. in terms of backroom staff, so I did a lot of replacing of them too, including our director of football. So yeah, fun times. Let's see what we can actually do. I'm quite glad I managed to keep some of the squad. Something else. Oh no. Negru signed a new deal as well. Kitchen, we haven't been able to get an agreement on wages. For me, he wants too much money. But Negru, at some point during this window, did sign a new deal. I just forgot to note it down. But we are now 1-0 up. I have noticed Robinson gets the ball to Jones, who curls it in from the inside of the box. 2 minutes on the clock. We are 1-0 up. Which is I like to see. I'm having a drink. Still kind of worried that we are expected to go down. I need to update the intro. I don't know if I've done that by the time this goes live. I hope I have. Let's pretend I did. We have the corner now. Jones will hit it. Payne hits the rebound. It doesn't hit the target. Hits a player though. Jones with the free kick. I'm hoping we'll maybe get a bit better at set pieces this year, but I actually don't know if I improved like our set piece takers in any way. It wasn't something I was actively looking to do. I just wanted a squad together. That became a lot. I expected it to be a hard window because we're just getting promoted, but that was more than hard. That was incredibly difficult for us to get a good squad together. Excuse me. Until Ferguson wanted to sign for us, the best players we were getting were worse than Andrews for right back, and that worried me. 2-0, Kamara with the penalty. Lamine Kamara with his first of the season. Hopefully the first of many for us. But 2-0 up, 12 minutes on the clock. This is looking good. This is looking good. There's really no point looking at the latest scores right just now. Let's put that back to the visualizer. Payne has twisted his knee. We'll make that change at half time if we can get there without him going down. Wayne Payne is the new captain of the squad, and I'm pretty sure Kamara is our vice captain. That all changed when our captain left before. Pardon me. Can we get into half time? We can. Let's make that change first and foremost. Truffus will come on. He is, however, a complete win back on support, which I am happy to see. Excuse me, feels like something in my throat. Nothing. A couple of players aren't looking the greatest, but we'll give them a little bit of time going into the second half. And if we make changes, we'll probably wait till the hour mark to make the changes if we need them. Because I'm watching this on a different screen. Also, I'm not actually 100% sure if you can hear me okay. So let's move the mic closer. That makes more sense. We have the corner now. Kamara with the delivery. I'm just happy that I don't see the name McCarthy hitting it, to be fair. What I might do then this video as well is go see how our two former clubs are doing, if they're still in their respective divisions where we left them at the very least. Yeah, we're going to have to make a couple of changes. Mayo has had a very poor game, and I think I will bring Scott on. He can play as an advanced playmaker on attack. Hernandez, if we take him off, we'll bring on Nyland. We'll bring Kamara up front. Actually, he'll go into the middle of the park as an advanced playmaker. Nyland will play as a deep line playmaker. And that's the couple of changes we'll make at the moment. Haven't really seen Christie have a shot yet, but I don't know if that's just because he hasn't or if his shots haven't really been highlight worthy. We did try and convince James Scott to, look for a move because he is a highest paid player. He's on like 15 grand a week, and that would bring me back down past my wage budget, but he's not wanting to go, and fair enough. I can't. He's a bit angry at me and upset, but while he's still here, I'm going to have to utilise him anyway. So, especially when we're paying the money we're paying for him. Not the best bit of defending there, I must say. how many changes? We've got 2 more changes we can make. I'm going to bring Skenderaj on for Christie, and I'm going to bring Robinson on, I think, for Robinson. And we'll see the game out, hopefully. George Long was a cup goalkeeper last season, but I think I'll give that now to Mannion. Long is just there because I can't get anybody to buy him. We did offer Kitchen out because he's not happy, because I've not gave him a new contract. But I've tried to, but I wanted to get his guaranteed play time down from important player. And this I wanted squad player because I was maybe going to try and improve the defence. The second time I tried to negotiate, I said, look, I won't give you important player, but I will give you a regular starter. Because this league is the same as League One. We play a lot of games. He's going to have to get rested at times. But that wasn't good enough. So the negotiations could take place, but it needs to stop being angry at me and probably not wanting the wage he wants. That's probably another issue. I said that Scott is a high placed player, but I don't think he is. I think it's Negro, actually. I'm almost convinced he's on an 18 grand a week wage. If I've not offered him that deal, I've dreamt that last night when I was trying to do all this. Oh, he's off 15 grand a week. Okay. There you go. I'm not that far off. He signed a 2-year extension as well. But yeah. It's fine. Bill's like quick on for win for us today. Jones gets the ball for Darren Robinson, cuts it back to Jones, takes the touch inside the box, and he's hit it again, and that's a great finish. 2 outstanding finishes for Patrick Jones today. Might only be good enough for League One compared to the Championship, but with finishing like that, he'll keep batting them in. And I like it. We need goals from everywhere this season. And if we can get our wide players scoring as well, we are doing a great job, I think. Good header away there. Scott breaking to Kamara. Guess it's Skenderaj. We know he's pacey. Gets on his left foot, and that is a good finish. Edmund Skenderaj with his first of the season. Puts us 4-0 up at home against Birmingham. I'm a happy boy with this result. Excuse me, I have no idea what's caught in my throat. Ferguson gets the ball forward to Jones. Cuts it back for Kamara. Hits the first time, but that's over the bar. 1 minute left of the game, and this should be all over. And Nathan Ferguson, I signed him and he said he might have a problem with injuries. I was like, do you know what? Nah, it's fine. He's fucking injured. I can't even sub him off. Please don't be a long-term injury. Oh, this is a problem. Can we just blow the whistle so I can see how bad this injury is, please? Ref, just blow the fucking whistle, eh? First game of the season, 4-0 victory. Let's see how badly injured Nathan Ferguson is, because this could be an issue for us. None of this matters. Show me the injury. Just a twisted knee, oh thank Christ. 5 to 8 days with a twisted knee. We will live with that. We've got our offer accepted for the Portal winger, and Sula's offer has been accepted. If he comes in, he might push for that first team slot as a striker, but we'll need to wait and see. He does end his goal drought. Yeah, praise Jones. What a performance he had for his debut. Let's ignore the post-match interview thing. Let's have a look. I don't know when I was ever the under-19s boss, but Treflin are still in South. Competitions, is it? How did I do this again? No. Oh, there we go. So last season they finished 5th. So really since us they haven't really looked like doing much. So then we went to Bala, who are still in the Premier League, which we like to see. We won them the league, and then they finished 3rd the next season. Fair. But I'm glad they're both still in their respective leagues. Come back in a couple seconds and we'll be here to take on Gateshead in the first round of the Carabao Cup. And we're back. The boy from Porto is not coming. He rejected our loan move. The arsehole. So here is our lineup for today's game against Gateshead. Mannion comes out to goal with a back four of Andrews, Doy, Nevitt and Truffus. Darren Robinson and Haskell Nyland as our midfield two. James Scott out wide with Mayo again in the 10 position with Woodward coming out of the side on the left wing and Skenderaz, the goal scorer from the last game coming in leading the line. And on the bench is every player who isn't injured. Fun. We also know that me and early rounds of cups don't usually go well, especially when we're favourites. So, you know, it could be dicey. But also might not be. So we're still waiting to hear from one loan move. And depends what happens with that. Depends where James Scott will be getting used this season as well. So, but right now he's probably going to be our second choice right winger. Or third choice. That's probably where it's going to be playing, is more like the wings. We're the team in red, they are the team in blue. Skendraj with interception, gets out to Woodward. To Truffus. Woodward. Cuts that across his left foot. Scott with the header, but doesn't really trouble Dennis in the slightest now, does it? Ho 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 ho. Corner in for us though. Truffus. Back post, doesn't get to our player though. Andrew just nicks off the player's feet there. Gets rid of the dangers, we start passing that about again. Nevitt. To Nyland. Back to Nevitt. Out to Truffus. Woodward. Truffus. Nyland. Plays the ball over to Darren Robinson. Into the box, hits it. Straight to the goalkeeper. Decent enough save, but we now have a corner. Can we get the breakthrough early in this game like we did in the last? Truffus with his delivery now. Don't win the header. Woodward picks it up though. Fires across. Scott doesn't win it. Robinson again. Tries to play it forward, but poor ball. Poor run as well, actually. Andrew swings it across. Woodward at the back post. Comfortable catch for Dennis. Nothing's happening in this game. Looks like we are just the only team that's creating so far, which is good. I say that as you get a goal here. Nope. Doy managed to get the header away. That's a good ball. That's a really good ball and just caught us out. 1-0 down against Gateshead, and that is not good enough. Let's not watch that goal again, as we are just struggling a wee bit here. Right, can we actually do something here? Let's berate them. Okay, the berating actually worked. They'll look a bit happier and motivated now. Scott cuts it back for Darren Robinson. Oh, Truffus was probably the option there, actually. Robinson tries to lose it out. Andrew swings it across, cleared by them, only to Woodward. Cuts it back to Truffus. To Nyland. Woodward cuts inside, takes a shot, blocks. Mayo's got it now. Truffus tries to get to Darren Robinson, where that's either an awful cross or it's a bad choice of pass. Nyland now gets to Darren Robinson, who seems to be getting on the ball a lot, which I understand that we're controlling possession, but everything seems to be going through him. Nevitt now has it though. To the man Darren Robinson. Doy. Andrews. Plays it forward to Scott. Cuts it back for Andrews. who cuts it across for Robinson. One more over to Niall into Woodward, who's in space. It's in. I think that might be offside. It's not. It's standing. Extra 1, Gateshead 1. Thomas Woodward with his first goal of the season. That must have been tight, surely. We've not seen the offside? Interesting. I'm glad we got back into the game though. Scott delivers it across. Robinson's got it. Woodward. Scott hits it straight at the goalkeeper. Decent enough save again. We are recording. That was generally been my concern. Doy with the header. Rolls out for Truffus. Woodward. He's got it back. They score from here. He can't. Hits a couple of defenders. Nate's not seen a bit more from Mayo. I know he's playing as a shadow striker. That's the role he's partly favours. But I'm not seeing anything from it. Robinson to Scott. Andrews has a shot from distance, but doesn't really do much for us. Just straight at the goalkeeper there. Skenderaj, and that is in. It's the second goal of the game. Has him 2 goals and 2 now. He's looking kind of lethal for us this season at the moment. But we also remember he was a player who kind of scored in patches, so hopefully that kind of levels itself out as he gets a bit older, maybe a bit more consistent. Good block. We really just want to get into half time here, but at least with this 1 goal lead. And we are 2-1 up at half time at the moment. Things are going well. We are capable of better though. Mayo is just not performing. I'm going to try him as an advanced playmaker on attack. We'll see if that makes any difference. But I'm not holding my breath on it. I think he could be this season's McGrath, where on paper he looks like he should be able to do a job, but just isn't going to do it for us. Skendraj gets it. Scott though. Decent enough save, decent enough effort. Nothing really to write home about that one. Just waiting really to see who we're going to make subs for, because I'm not overtly convinced with a couple of the lads. Right, Kitchen's going to come on here for Nevitt, because that's not looking good. We need somebody to come on as a 10. I think I'm going to bring on Hernandez as a 10. Play him as advanced playmaker on attack. I'm assuming he can play as a playmaker. Yes, he can. Scott, we will bring on Patrick Jones. So that's 3 changes this this game. Can we at very least keep our 1 goal lead? I just noticed that one of their midfielders is called Booty. Nice. Nothing's really going on. Guess good touch by Kitchen. He's probably should be doing better there. Going to bring Wayne Payne on though, just to try and get a bit more solid in defence. Woodward is looking tired. Kind of like you'd expect. So Christie will come on there. Christie and Jones will swap round. He'll play as a winger, so will Christie. And we'll hopefully now just see out this game. Not the most comfortable result, but I guess the most important thing is getting through to the next round. I thought my dog walked by me there, but she didn't. We are so bad at set pieces, it's unreal. Eight minutes remaining plus injury time. Guess question is, can we just hold on to this 1 goal lead? Christie now. Tries to skip past, cuts it back to Andrews. Gets it to Nyland. And that's a good goal there by Eric Haskell Nyland. His first of the season. Not a renowned goal scorer for us last year, but he's done good enough today. Gives us a third goal, and it probably now puts us comfortably through to the next round. Tomorrow's video, whenever we come back, will be after the transfer window shuts. We'll see what we've done, if we manage to get another player or two in. I'm not holding my breath, but that is the plan for tomorrow's video. And with that is Exeter 3, Gateshead 1. Results are a result for us at this point in time. I'm not overtly bothered about performances too much. I am more worried about just getting the points or the wins on the table. Which, like I said, is genuinely the most important thing. Let's praise his performance. And let's have a look at the schedule. That means we'll be coming back for the away game against Middlesbrough, followed by an away game against Swansea. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please do leave a thumbs up on it. It really does help the channel out. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye for now.